you're watching this video because you love hamsters or you're thinking about getting one, there's this phrase, emotional support pet. And we've seen headlines. There's a story about an emotional support hamster being flushed down the toilet on a plane or something. So, and you see that and you're like, you laugh, you think it's funny. But in all seriousness, is a hamster a good pet to be an emotional support pet, an emotional support hamster? Here's what I'm going to say. If you know what you're doing, then absolutely yes. If you are able to take care of it, know how to take care of it, or have someone that lives with you who can, I would say it'd be excellent to have one for anybody who needs emotional support, whether it is, say, a sick child that mainly has to stay at home, or an elderly person. As long as there's an adult who can take care of the hamster, I actually say it's fairly low maintenance, because it's just a matter of, as long as you have an aquarium, a 20-gallon like I do, with plenty of mulch, they do all their bathroom stuff in one corner, and they sleep most of the day. They come out, they'll wake up at night, or if you're like me, talking in the middle of the day, and then he'll wake up. I've got his hamster wheel there. He gets his exercise, but he does like to come out and socialize with me, which is basically just me crawling through my hands like this. And then sometimes we'll make little, like, I'll tell you something, if I can show this on here, I'll do it. Let me see. Something that he sort of likes. My son got this new pair of Converse All-Stars. And so when we got the shoes, it already had the tissue paper in there. And it's got these holes too, where he'll probably pop out his face here in a minute. But he just likes to crawl around in there, you know. There was his nose. He just likes to crawl around and see if there's anything in there. He's foraging for a carrot or seed or whatever. So, you know, that's something my son likes to do with him. But it's just a matter of, but as far as being a good emotional support animal, I think definitely so. And here's my explanation of it as a hamster dad of 3 weeks. There we go. Is that ultimately, it really makes no sense that, because this is basically like an underground squirrel is what this is. You know, it's Assyrian, so it's from the Middle East, probably used to being more in the desert setting. And they're solitary animals. You're not supposed to put two together. They'll kill each other. Even when they mate, once they mate, the female kicks the male away and she doesn't want anything to do with them. And so, but they love people. As long as you're taking care of them and you're a good pet owner, they love you. See, look at this. He loves me. And it's funny, when I'm in the room and he'll hear me talking, he'll perk up and want me to get him out for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put him back, because I think he is getting ready to go back in now. So here we go. Back into your bed if you want. There we go. All right, I'm going to leave the top open in case he wants to come out during the midst of this video. That's his bathroom right there. He might need to go to the bathroom again. He's actually never used the bathroom on me, if you can believe that. He'll always kind of duck and pee in the corner there. Let's get back to what this video is actually about, as I'm picking up mulch from the floor. Over there. Are they a good emotional support? I say absolutely yes. Once you know how to take care of them, for me, I feel it's actually pretty low maintenance for an animal, especially that I'm only cleaning it once a week, because he goes to the bathroom and says, hey, look, but with the top off, he's like, oh. See, it's funny because they're hopelessly, you want me to hold you again? They're hopelessly and helplessly trying to escape, which is funny, because if they did escape, then, well, they probably actually would survive. They have an ability to find food and that sort of thing, but he couldn't find any better care here in Tennessee than in this home here in the suburbs. But his instincts is to, I guess, like I said, live in Syria. But just look how cuddly he is right now. I mean, I couldn't have planned this, but I think it is a good sense of therapy, a good sense of, you know, like people say with dogs, that just kind of that loyalty, that unconditional love. Well, on a different scale and a different version, you know, you have someone who, it's quite the symbiotic relationship where you're caring for them, and it's like, oh, it's a little stuffed animal that comes up, it's a little pocket pal. So I actually totally see the emotional support concept of it. So I think for people in that situation, do the research on how to take care of them and have the right home for them, which again is an aquarium, not a cage, and having a running wheel instead of a ball, which I've made videos on that if you want to check them out. But I totally get it now. It sounds like just nothing more than a punchline. Emotional support hamster, but I don't know, maybe people are going through some stuff and they need someone to take care of and someone to kind of show appreciation. Because it's funny, a hamster shows you appreciation. It does. There's humans in your own life who probably to some degree take you for granted and won't tell you, hey, thank you, I appreciate what you did. But a hamster, even though it doesn't speak, it has its ways of even just, like I said, you walk in the room and it says, hey, I want to come out to play. It looks at you that certain way and you know it. So there you go. Let's see if he wants back in now. Make up his mind. So if you have any thoughts or comments on that, feel free to leave a comment right here. Maybe we'll talk about what you have to say.